Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. We're live from the HCC TV studios this morning. I'm Todd Duplantis. Good to have you with us. Got your HCC news and information coming up for the next half hour. My co-host on this Wednesday, Dr. Amy Tan, at her own humble abode, at her home studio, I guess we're calling it these days. Amy, how are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing very well. Thank you.
It is pretty darn hot outside, you know? I mean, there's a news flash for everybody. People say, do you remember it being this hot in Houston? And I'm like, yeah, a couple of years ago. I don't know if you remember, but it seemed like we had, a couple of months in a row with 100+ degree days. And that's kind of where we are again.
Yeah, I think we have like a short-term memory. Like we forget how awful July is until it comes around again. And I do think last year we got lucky. Like the cooler weather stayed around a little longer, but I mean, we're hitting morning low records. I mean, the lows are record highs. I mean, that's just unacceptable.
Yeah, I ran to the store last night around 9 o'clock. 93 degrees outside. 93 degrees at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean, insane.
Yeah. What can you do with that? Nothing.
I know. And it's crazy out there. Well, the good thing about it is we're all in air conditioning right now. So enjoy it while you can. We want to thank everybody joining us on this Wednesday. We're live just about every morning at 10 a.m. on our social media channels, and they can catch us anytime in social media, watch the rebroadcast of the show, and on HCC TV as well. Amy?
That's right. You want to find us on Houston Community College District Facebook page. That's not HCC, and on YouTube. We're also on Twitter, LinkedIn, and on HCC TV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. And that is Monday through Friday.
Amy, stick around because you're going to be speaking with this next guest, talking about a very important subject, and it's during the summer, but food insecurity is still the real deal with many of our students. And HCC is offering a food scholarship program. We've actually been doing that for quite some time. Patrick Nguyen is joining us. He's the lead counselor with Counseling and Ability Services at the Northwest College. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning, everyone.
We're looking forward to hearing about this. I know it is a very important subject. It's been addressed over the past few years, and we want to hear about this partnership we have with Houston Food Bank. So stick around. We're going to be with you in about the next 10 minutes. Okay, we're going to kick things off visiting with our police department. Joins us once a month. Commander Artina Walker is here, Captain HCC Police Department. Good morning, Commander. Welcome to the show. Good to see you again.
Good morning. Thanks for having me again.
Before we get to the subjects, we had a serious thing announced yesterday by the police department regarding a sexual assault on one of our campuses. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we sent out an alert on yesterday. We did have a sexual assault that occurred on the campus. Right now, it's been investigated. The victim herself came in to make the complaint. We were able to capture it on CCTV, and so we are doing our due diligence to investigate it.
And once again, this did not involve our students. However, I guess it's one of the duties of the HCC's police department just to make our community and our campuses aware of incidents when like this happen.
Yes. There's a federal act, the Gene Theory Act, that we have to abide by and make sure that we are in compliance. And when incidents like this occur, we have to give out timely warnings and send out alerts.
And it would also be good to alert our audience that, if you've gotten a new phone number or a new cell phone, make sure you update that in the PeopleSoft system, because that's the way you guys can reach out to us and let us know what's going on and keep us safe.
Yes, definitely.
Well, let's go over some of the things you've got going on. Your department is growing, and you're looking for peace officers. So tell us a bit about some of the qualifications and what's available.
Okay, so yes, we have several peace officer positions that are open. The initial qualifications, you have to pass a background. And after that, you would have to be TCO certified. You have to be licensed by the state and meet certain qualifications. We prefer experience in education. But if you don't have any of those things, if you don't have the education, then the experience will work out. If you're a brand new officer fresh out the academy, then your education will be needed.
You also have a dispatcher position available as well?
Yes, we have a police communications, telecommunications dispatcher position, and that's like the lifeline to police officers. They dispatch calls for services, they take calls for services. And I can correlate that to, we had a call that came in yesterday about a male indecent exposure. So the community, they are calling, they are reaching out to us, and our dispatchers are doing their jobs by dispatching that out to the police officers.
And these positions, are they both full-time as well?
Yes, there are full-time positions.
Okay. Another one you have is a quartermaster. What's required for that job, and what is it all about?
So a quartermaster is basically going to keep our closet pretty clear. So they're going to do a lot of inventory. When people get hired on, they're going to pass out equipment. They're going to make sure we have the ammo, the weapons, everything that we need. The requirement is a high school diploma, and some experience with that is also preferred.
Are these positions that if you could get training for at HCC? I imagine the peace officer would certainly be one. Would it not?
Yes, you will. In each of these positions, we would like for you to come with some on-the-job knowledge, but you will be trained. Like with our dispatcher position, we would like for you to already be licensed, but if you're not licensed, we'll give you a year to get your license, and then we'll send you through that training.
And you're also looking at a police operations specialist. Tell us about that position, what that entails.
That position is full-time as well. It's more or less a clerical position. You're going to be helping out the police coordinator, helping out the quartermaster as well, keeping files in place and making sure everything is compliant, just like a checks and balance type position. Now,
we're in the midst of the summer. Things are slower, but obviously, with an example of what happened yesterday, things can still happen on campuses, and students need to still be aware. Even though there are less people on the campuses, they still need to be aware of their safety. Maybe you could talk a bit about that.
Yes, definitely. If possible, don't go out with flashy clothes or jewelry on. Don't leave valuables exposed in your vehicle. Travel with someone. Let somebody know where you're at all times. Try to avoid spaces that are dark and hard to see. But like I said, we were able to catch the incident on camera. And so just remember, there are cameras out there. There are people out there. And so if you ever feel unsafe, we also have an escort program. You can call dispatch 713-718-8888, and we can have an officer to escort you.
And we kind of talked about that, I think, last time you were on the show, that service is available for our students, faculty, and staff. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So if you're leaving late at night, it's better to be safe than sorry. Just call an officer and wait a few extra minutes to have them walk you out to your car. You guys have any events coming up? I know y'all specialize in getting out to the campuses. Are y'all mainly gearing up for the fall right now?
Yeah, so we have our community liaison. We've been doing coffee with a cop at some of our campuses, and then coming this October, we'll be doing our National Night Out again. This is going to be our second time doing it. It's an annual event where the community, we try to bridge the gap with the community. A lot of games, fun, pizza, vendors, whatever.
And as that approaches, we'll be promoting it on this show as well. Commander Artina Walker, Captain for the HCC Police Department. Thanks for being here and bringing us up to speed with everything this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right. We'll see you soon. And we'll have all the information for HCC's Police Department in our post after the show. All right. We're going to turn things over to Amy. And Amy, you're also talking about a very important subject, which is food insecurity amongst our students.
Yes. Moving on to Patrick Nguyen, lead counselor of the Counseling and Ability Services at Northwest College. Welcome to the show again, Patrick.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Let's get right into it. You have been saying that the food scholarship program is not needs-based and is open to all students. Explain your mission with this.
Yeah, definitely. So we partner with the Houston Food Bank to offer food to our students, and we think of it more as a scholarship. So any student can access the food scholarship program. You just have to drop by when we're having our distributions, pick up a food scholarship card, and then pick up some food. And our main focus is if we can save you a little bit of money by not having to pay for groceries. And I know groceries are pretty expensive now, you're talking about $200-300 a month sometimes. If we can save you that little bit of money, then we can help you with the other expenses of being a student, like tuition, books, transportation. Maybe your car broke down, you need a little bit of money to fix it, what have you.
Absolutely. It's horrifying when you go into a grocery store now and you see how the prices are rising just constantly. And I know that this is an excellent way to offset cost of living for our students. And it's wonderful that they don't have to come in and demonstrate that they actually need it. We can just provide it to them. So that's a really excellent step towards supporting all of our students. Definitely. Who are HCC's partners, and what are the 2 types of scholarship programs at HCC?
Yeah, so we partner with the Houston Food Bank. They're the ones who provide us the food. There's actually 2 programs at Houston Community College. One is the Community Health Market Trailer, and it's an actual trailer that the Houston brings to the campus. And students would walk through the trailer and pick out their items, and it looks like a mobile grocery store, if you can kind of imagine it. And they can get up to 30-40 pounds worth of food, all free. And then the second type in our food scholarship program is actually more of like an Eagle Market, or we call it the Eagle Market. So it's a food pantry that's on campus. So the days that a student can come, there's more days in a month that a student can come. So depending on the location, you may have the Community Health Market once a month, or you may have the Eagle Market Food Pantry, and both are part of the food scholarship program. So you can get one card to go to both locations or both types. And that one card also allows you to go to multiple locations in the district. So if you live in the Southwest, Northwest area, you can use that food scholarship program card to go to Stafford, pick up groceries one day, and then go to Alief Hayes, pick up another day, go to Alief Bissonnette, pick up another day, and then go to Spring Branch and pick up another day. So essentially, you can save quite a bit of money going to multiple campuses.
That's fantastic. And I know Central is also participating, and I know we're getting our Eagle Market off the ground at Central Campus. And it's very exciting to see the quality of the market and how it's not, the way that I think we used to conceive of a food pantry, especially in the items that are offered. Can you tell us more about what items students can find in these markets?
Well, most definitely. So in the past couple of years, with the new CEO at the Houston Food Bank, they're moving away from overstock, when grocery stores have an overstock of items, give it to the food pantry so they can give it to people in need. They're moving away from that. And they found that if they can purchase directly from the farmer, bulk purchases of fresh vegetables and fresh fruits, and there's a program within the Houston Food Bank that teaches people how to cook with these items, then you're going to have a better cost savings. It's more calorie dense, and it's more nutritious. So some of the foods that's offered in our markets are definitely fresh vegetables. Half the trailer is essentially dedicated to fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. It can be anywhere from potatoes, sweet potatoes, onions. I've seen watermelon, oranges, apples, pears, just all different types. And then you have more of the dry goods, like the canned goods, the more shelf-stable, non-perishables. So you have tuna, canned tuna, and beans, and mac and cheese. And then you also have more of the protein, which is going to be more of the frozen foods. I've seen frozen whole chicken, frozen chicken legs and chicken quarters, and I think there was a time where they had fish also, so frozen fish fillets. So it's not just where you have a little bit of food and you're trying to put a meal together, but it's a complete meal that you can cook.
Really like a traditional grocery store.
Definitely.
It's really and you know, it's an incredible service to our community, to be able, and I know a lot of work has gone in behind the scenes to get because they're subject to the same health codes and you know, certifications. So we lots of compliments to the work that's been going on there. And for students who are interested in getting a card, where would they register and find the dates when they can come to the markets?
Right. So to get a card, you can just show up and show up maybe 10 or 15 minutes before an event occurs, and you can actually register and pick up a card. Hold on to that card, because that card can be used at multiple places, and you don't have to go through the registration process over again. Okay, so it does take a little bit of time to register, but a student can register day of distribution. To find out the distribution dates, you can go to hccs.edu/cares. This is our main basic needs student website. And when you go to the CARES website, go to Food and Hunger, and it's going to be a link at the top to look at the dates and times of distributions. And we'll be updating that regularly. So we don't have a lot of dates for the summer, but we plan to have more dates once fall semester comes. Definitely in September, we're going to have it more dates for September. Something else that we're really excited about is we are opening more Eagle markets. So we're transitioning from the trailer to more Eagle markets so that students can have a lot more times where they can drop by and pick up food. And you mentioned Central having an Eagle market. Also, Southeast is having an Eagle market. I believe Northeast is working on one, and then Stafford and Spring Branch has an Eagle market. So the Spring Branch Campus is the only one that has an Eagle market up and running right now, but we hope to have Eagle markets available up and running at the other locations, hopefully, cross our fingers, in the fall.
And so in the meantime, we are still having the food distributions from the trailers, and you have a couple coming up at Spring Branch. What are those dates?
Yeah, definitely. So at Spring Branch, it's going to be July 25th to 29th. If you can come early, that's going to be a lot better, because on the 25th, on the morning of the 25th, we actually receive our pallet from the Houston Food Bank. So that's good. You're gonna students will get first dibs on the groceries. So if you can come on the 25th, great. That's when you're going to get first choice on vegetables and fruits. But if you can't, you can come all the way up until the 29th. There will always be some sort of food available for you. That's at the Spring Branch location. And I believe the time is going to be from 1 to 4. So give us a little bit of time to receive the pallet, set it up just like a grocery store, and then starting at 1 o'clock, students can come in and pick up their groceries, sign up for the food scholarship program, and pick up groceries.
And so we have our Eagle markets coming, and we have this upcoming food distribution at Spring Branch. And will there be food distributions like this at other campuses?
Right now, the summer is kind of like our low time, but we'll have more dates starting in September. So I think we had a distribution last month at West Loop. But yeah, that it's far and few in between. It's really hot outside, so we have to be really careful with what we can put in the trailer, because especially with the fresh fruits and vegetables, it could not do so well in the sun.
And you mentioned that website, and I just want to remind everyone that that website is an excellent resource, and anything that students are struggling with, that's a great place to go and look for support.
Most definitely. The CARES website, I think it's one of the more involved websites at HCC, and we have resources not from Food and Hunger, but if you go to our Food and Hunger section, you can find resources to apply for SNAP, and you can find a map of different food pantries around you. So even if HCC doesn't have a food distribution, you could definitely drop by any of the food pantries. There's a map of different locations with times. And also there's some other resources. If you need a laptop, did you know you can get discounts for laptops through the website and through some of our partners? You can check out a laptop at the library, or you can drop by any of our computer labs. So maybe you need internet at home. There's a link on the CARES website to help you if you have financial aid, if you qualify for financial aid, or if somebody in your family qualifies for a reduced lunch or free lunch, then you can actually possibly get up to $30 credit on your home internet, or free internet,
Yes, it's just wonderful. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I know there's a lot of work that has gone on behind the scenes to bring all of these things forward, and want to thank you again, Patrick Nguyen, Lead Counselor of Counseling and Ability Services at HCC Northwest.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
It was great to see you, and we'll have your info after the show.
Bye.
All right. Thank you both. Okay. We've got some announcements to go through before we wrap up today's show. First things first, backed by popular demand, subs and sandwiches. HCC and the MBDA are bringing their popular subs and sandwiches series back. And this time it's hosted by Skanska, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. today. That's right. It's virtual, July the 19th. So if you log into WebEx, you can check it out. They're asking you to register first for this event. So check it out. We'll have some information in our post after the show. And we've also got something for fempreneurs as well.
Yes, fempreneurs. I've decided that's going to be my new word. It's so much easier to say than entrepreneur, which I always struggle with. So 7 lessons from successful women. It can seem like a good time for women to start a business, but some might lack confidence to take risks. So this virtual workshop offers some tips. That is from noon to 1:30 p.m. And that is today, Wednesday, July 19th. Check our post after the show for the registration info.
There's a community college fair happening at HCC's Northwest College. They'll be hosting another fair to help students and prospective students answer all the questions you need to enroll. Just literally show up, get your questions answered. They'll help you enroll. This is the best way to do it, especially if you need it. You want information, financial aid. You want to speak with an advisor. You can do it all in one-stop shopping. 9 a.m. to noon. Thursday, July 27th at the Spring Branch Campus. We'll have some more information in our post after the show. And we've also got an interfaith summit that's happening in Stafford, Amy.
Building Bridges for Health. This aims to foster healthcare collaboration among Fort Bend faith-based organizations seeking to be more inclusive and accessible for residents. That is going to be on Thursday, July 27th. 10 a.m. to noon, and that is at the HCC Stafford campus, and we will have information on the post to register.
Okay, SCORE workshops. They are happening, and best of all, a lot of times they're free. Check them out. HCC's Entrepreneurial Initiatives is offering another free SCORE workshop to learn more about the business end of your business. 1 to 3 p.m. Thursday, August the 3rd is the date. It's at our Missouri City campus, and we'll have some information on how you can register in post after the show. Fall registration, now's the time to do it. Missed out on the summer courses. If you want to register for the fall, it's best to register early.
Absolutely. Some of those classes are starting to fill up. I don't want you to worry because we're going to try to open some more, but don't delay. Get your calendar set. You can sign up for online anytime courses. Those classes do not have an established class meeting time. They do have deadlines, so it's not a go at your own pace. Online on a schedule, the meeting time is set, but the courses meet online. We have hybrid lecture classes that meet partially face-to-face and partially online. We have our traditional face-to-face courses with traditional meeting patterns at all of our campus locations. And of course, our hybrid labs, which are our laboratory studio courses. So to learn more about our HCC programs, start dates, and options to cover costs, go to hccs.edu/apply.
Okay, tomorrow on the show, respiratory therapy program out at Coleman. We'll hear all about that. They won a prestigious award, 10th year in a row. And Thursday, Family Fun Day, Houston Zoo. It's all you need to hear. They're going to be talking sea turtles tomorrow. Amy, thanks for being here today. We'll see you next week, right?
Sounds great. Absolutely.
And thank you all for joining us. We're back tomorrow morning live at 10 a.m. for Up to the Minute.